sim, we are gonna look at movies coming from video games, and as usual, usually movies from video games are either very bad and very irritating, or very bad but very funny bad, and everybody's thinking Street Fighter right now. So this is what we're gonna talk about today, and I can't wait to start. So, what do you know?
Begin, I don't know. Do you guys want to start with Street Fighter? That's probably the most notorious, but it's not considered the worst, so we'll probably save the worst for later. But
Right.
Since Street Fighter and Mario Brothers are the two probably most notorious, terrible video game movies, let's start with Street Fighter, because that one is at least somewhat reminiscent. So, yeah, at least, yes, Korean saying Street Fighter was awesome. At least that one's somewhat reminiscent of the game. Mario is just completely off base. So we're going to start with Street Fighter. And you guys can comment through the video, so feel free to comment as we're watching this trailer. All right, let's begin.
After 7 months of fighting, the civil war in Shadaloo may have reached the turning point. The capital has just fallen.
In December 1994, the forces of freedom will face a power-mad
Will.
dictator in a struggle for the
1994.
fate of the world.
I'm going to kick Bison's ass.
I don't think so. You'll have to do better than that.
Okay. Now, who wants to go home and who wants to go with me?
I forgot. Okay, great. I forgot how bad the design for Blanca was. Like there was like a second clip in there, and it was just, oh my god. I was kind of like, wow, I forgot about that.
Ryu as well was quite the skinny one.
Yeah. And Ken had short hair. What's up with that? That makes no sense. But yeah, you gotta love the fact that it's Jean-Claude Van Damme playing the quintessential American hero.
But that's the fun stuff, because Street Fighter has always been, like a Ryu being the main guy, and here just because it's Van Damme, say, oh no, it's Guile and the American army.
Yeah. Suddenly Guile's the main character, which he never was.
Bison, the actor of Bison, is just fantastic.
Raul Julia, he's pretty much the saving grace of the thing, but he died shortly thereafter. I think this is his last film ever, if I remember correctly. I think so. And if I've heard rumors, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard rumors that he was aware that I think he had cancer, and he was aware that this was probably going to be his last film. And he read the script and he knew that this was just garbage, but he wanted to but he knew it would make money. And so he wanted to, leave his family with something. So he was like, okay, this is terrible, and I don't want to do it. And if I was in good health, I wouldn't. But I want to use
of his psycho.
Yeah,
power.
exactly. He wants his family to be well off, and so he made the sacrifice and attached this to his his professional resume. Yeah. So, how about you, Phil? Any comments on that one?
Yeah, I was just checking. It was saying that Street Fighter Bison 1994, video game 1995, and then he died that year.
Yeah.
So it was. But yeah, he was, when I was watching that, he was the saving grace. In fact, to be honest, I think he made me like M. Bison more as probably one of the only characters, because all the rest was so horrific during that movie. And I'd like to pay homage to the sheer miscasting. To be honest, that was probably one of the worst things. Whoever the caster for that film was, to decide that the person to play their lead female was going to be Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, for Cammy. Which Cammy wasn't even in the original. She was added later, right? She wasn't one of the original characters. So yeah, and then she becomes kind of a main character. But yeah, Kylie Minogue. Interesting choice. Has she been in other movies?
She must have been. She must have been. I mean, she made it big from which one was it? Was it Neighbours or one of the big Australian soaps? Was where she started her career, and then her and what's he called? O'Donovan, the other guy. They both separated off from that. They were very, very big in the UK. Those Australian daytime. So Home and Away, and Neighbours were the two that were massive, and she was like a child star that was from that. I think this was probably one of her earlier movies into the real big world, and showing everybody that while some people think that she can sing, nobody in the world thinks she can act.
Ouch.
Gotta love that blunt British humor there. All right, yeah, it's what is there to be said by Street Fighter? I mean, that's obviously one of the most, when everybody thinks bad video game adaptations, that's a big one.
Yes, but just watching the trailer, don't tell me you didn't smile and it reminds you of your childhood and say,
it was hilarious.
Christmas movies, that was great.
I think it was weird that they went with like a movie. It was designed to be a movie, whereas you came to like Mortal Kombat as a comparison, which is all just about the 1 versus 1, almost like you're playing the game.
Yeah.
You know, I choose this character, fight, who is the winner? This one was kind of more like, apart from M. Bison fighting, you had, who else was on the bad guy side? Sagat and a few of the others.
Vega,
still,
I think.
It was still never really 1 versus 1. It was always like groups versus groups. And Blanca, of course, yeah.
Was it actually a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat that actually had a video game of the movie?
I don't know. I don't remember there being a Mortal
video
Kombat
game.
I don't remember there being a video game adaptation of the Mortal Kombat movie, but I don't remember there being one of the Street Fighter movie either, because Street Fighter is almost, I think they've almost exclusively done fighters. Mortal Kombat's done a few things like Shaolin Monks, but yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it was Tekken? I don't know. Apparently there's a Tekken movie too. I don't have the trailer for Tekken, unfortunately, but that's probably for the best. I do have Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive?
So I have Dead or Alive. So
wasn't there a more modern, wasn't there a Ryu film for Street Fighter more recently, or a Ken and Ryu movie?
Yeah. You're talking about Assassin's Fist.
Assassin's Fist, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Assassin's Fist. I only remember that because my wife and I actually watched it, and the only reason we watched it was because the guy, it was on HBO, and the guy who was doing kind of the promos for the movies that month was like, he kept saying, Street Fighter, ass in fist, and it's like, that is how it's spelled, but I don't think that's what the movie's about. But yeah, I saw that one, and it's better than the original, but it's just it just feels super low budget. It's really just kind of them training, and that's it. It's just a bit. It's like if you took the montage and made the movie out of the montage, and instead of like having scenes, you just showed exactly what they were doing throughout the entire montage, and that's kind of what the movie is. Yeah, it's a bit, it's okay, but yeah, it feels like a student film in a way, like a fan film kind of thing. Like, we didn't have a big budget, but we wanted to do these characters, so we're just doing kind of a backstory thing. So, but yeah,
I stand by for people who have seen it, there is a Street Fighter 2, but it's like an anime like film, and it's it's quite a trippy series, because the bit rate keeps switching back from the classic type to, like, I want to say modern, but it's modern for when they started doing the filming, which is maybe late 90s. But you get this continual shift backwards and forwards from like 16-bit to whatever the graphics were at the time, and then back again. So if you're watching it, it's almost like some sort of Keanu Reeves style movie of messing with your mind and your eyes.
Interesting. We'll have to check that one out. All right, so you guys ready to move on to another one?